This video is going to be a bit more niche than my usual guitar videos, probably only of interest to people working in the civil service. And it's just a demo of a app I knocked up. There's a few more features, enhancements since I recorded this demo, so if it looks interesting to you, just give me a message and I'm sure we can sort out a call to discuss it. Okay, this could be a quick run through of building a wizard with the prototype builder. So to get started, we'll click new wizard. We'll give our wizard a name. Let's click claim EYTRP. We're going to recreate the early years teachers retention payments wizard. So teacher recognition payments wizard from the claim team. So this is a brand new wizard. On the right here is our preview, which you'll see update as we go along. And on the left here is our editor. So as we've not added any components yet, we just have the page title to put that in. So let's put this in and build the landing page for our prototype. So set heading size to large. And then we have a few paragraphs to add in. We have a link in here. At the minute, links are a tiny bit awkward in that you need to use Markdown. You also need to use Markdown for bold text. There's a little explainer here. It's pretty straightforward. Looking at maybe switching that out. Next up, we have a subheading. Throw that in. Let's put in our list, and we'll make it a bulleted list. So list elements just need to be separated by a new line. Okay, then we have some more headings and paragraphs, which I'll just fly through. And finally, we have a green continue button. However, in our case, it's going to say start now. Maybe it'd be better off to be a proper start button. Let's click that. And as we're building the wizard, it will take us to a new empty page. And this will be our first question. But if we go back and we click it again, it'll take us to this page where we've already put in the title. So there's a bit of copy here. I'll just fly through. And now we get our first question, which is going to be a text input asking for the school. So we'll add our question. We've also got a hint text here. And let's add another continue button. Probably make that bold. Hit continue, and we're on to the next page. Now on this page, we have a list of radio buttons displaying the search results, and these are going to be labeled by the page heading. Let's say if you pick Meadow View, you're going to be ineligible, but all the other options you'll be eligible. So let's add a button here, and we'll add a branch rule. That is when the answer to this question is Meadow View, then we'll go to page ineligible. Now this page doesn't exist yet, so let's choose this option, hit continue, and we'll just give it title ineligible. Okay. So now choosing that sends us to the ineligible page. And we need to handle the case where they don't pick an ineligible option, which we're going to treat as the default. And in that case, we will ask you what qualifications you have. Qualification. And we see that this page doesn't exist yet, so let's create that. Pick an eligible option, hit continue. We can see we're on the qualification slug. So let's fill that one out. And some more radio options. Again, these are labeled by the page title. I've just got two options, yes and no. We have some conditions that if they pick the option no, then they go to the ineligible page, but we'll pick yes. And now we have another page to check eligibility. This time we're using checkboxes. Again, we'll label by the page's title, drop in our hint, and our checkbox options. These labels also support links. And we need another continue button with some rules. So the rules are you need to have checked both of these tick boxes to be eligible. We can add another condition. And we'll send them to the page. You are eligible, which doesn't exist, so we just quickly create that. Let's put the title in here. And if they don't pick either checkbox, it'll go through to the default and we'll send them to ineligible. Okay, now we've got some of our prototype built. We can go and copy the link to our wizard, which we can share with anyone. They don't need an account, they don't need to be logged in. So this is the full prototype view. So let's click through. Nursery. We'll pick this option, which should be ineligible, and it is. We'll pick this option that should let us continue. We'll say no here, so we see the ineligible screen. Say yes. Check that we are not eligible. We tick both of them on the eligible page. And now we can get back to finishing off building the pages in our wizard.